Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session. Hello, I hope y'all are doing well. My goodness, what a week it's been. What a week. Yes, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try to work on this page while I yammer on. If you're new here, welcome. These Ramble sessions are like literally me rambling, okay? So if you want to stay for that, be my guest and welcome. And I'm so glad you're here. And if you don't, then carry on, carry on. Yeah, I've got a couple things to share. Like I said, it was, oh, what a week it was. And then met some friends. We had our Moony and Bony breakfast yesterday, which was super, super fun. Actually, I'm filming this on a Sunday. I know you're watching it on a Monday. So Saturday, we had our Moony and Bony breakfast, and it was wonderful to see the girls. And for those of you who have never seen me, because I don't really show my face on camera, all you see are my hands, there I am, right there. I have very short, spiky hair, I wear glasses, and yeah, that's me. That's me. I just covered up my girlfriends for their own privacy. And so yeah, we did do that, and so yeah, we'll talk about that, and also how the United States Postal Service has completely let me down. Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. And then I've got, I don't know, maybe a soapbox. I'm not really sure. I don't know. So let's just get started on this. This I'm gonna just put like that. Okay. So here's my Moony and Bony. This is on a tag that I got from Your Creative Studio. I will link them below if you care to go see what they have to offer. They offer monthly vintage themed subscription boxes, and they're really beautiful. And I've been, lucky enough to collaborate with them. I'll put those videos down below if you want to see it as well. So there's that. These right here I got from a Mary Englebright, what are they called? Like a desk calendar, which reminds me, I wanted to answer a couple of questions. One of you had asked me where I get my calendars from, and I haven't been able to respond to my comments as of yet, or that one in particular, I guess. And so I'm not really sure which calendars you are speaking of. However, if you're talking about, these calendars right here, this, where I get my dates from, I get them from this. It's the 2021 Every Day is a Holiday desk pad calendar. Okay, so I get them at Five Below. And, for $5, for an entire year's worth, that's, bargain city for me. So, yeah. So there's that. And then another one of you lovely ladies asked me about the yellow bag that I had shown, I don't know when, last week perhaps, or in a video last week. And I had packed some stuff for the Creative Cousins journal in it. This is the bag. It is, oh gosh, do I have a ruler? Of course I have a ruler. The question is, where is the ruler? So I bought these off of Amazon, and I will leave the link below if you're interested. These are 9 by, about 12 and a half, I guess. So, they fit like an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper in it perfectly. And they're just great for storing all kinds of stuff. And for instance, I do have a yellow one here that is filled with October, Halloween, and fall, right? So papers and magazine clippings and ephemera and all kinds of stuff, right? So that's what I use these for. Or sometimes I use them like if I'm working on a specific project, if I have like a journal that I'm doing, I will put all the bits that I'm including in the journal in that bag, and I keep them in a basket, all lined up in a row, like, what are they called? Whips, works in progress kind of thing. So that's how I store that type of stuff, in case you're wondering. Yeah, and so I will leave the link. I think they come in a pack of 10 or something like that. I don't know, but I will leave the link below. They're very sturdy. The zippers are great. Yeah, and they're just a great way to store whatever you want to store. So, excuse me. Let's get on with this page. Okay, so we went out to breakfast yesterday. Oh my goodness. These are girlfriends that I've known for years and years and years. And we all homeschooled together. Now, this right here is from the menu itself. Yes, I take it. It's actually like the placemat that they put on the table, but I take it and I'm going to use it as a pocket. What I did is I crumpled it up and then I took my archival ink and smushed it over to add some color. And, you know, I just like the effect, and it, you know, just adds a little bit of color. So I'm going to turn this into a tuck spot in my book. And yeah, we had a great time. We were there for like 4 hours and the people were so great, you know. She just kept coming by and checking, oh, do you need anything else, you know? And we're like, no. And I just put this on the wrong side, the glue. It should have gone on the other side, but that's okay. We'll put the pocket over here. Usually I don't like doing that, putting the pocket on this side, because, let's get this straight here, because then the pocket's open to that side of the book. So there you have it. I mean, I could easily, you know what, maybe I will. There, okay, let's just fix it. No big deal. We'll wipe the glue off. I mean, in journaling, just about everything can be fixed, you know. I can rub the glue off, leave it there. I can sprinkle some powder on it. It is really not that big of a deal. Okay, so let's just do that. I was busy yammering, and okay, so the glue has to go here and here. All right, focus, Elizabeth, focus. Oh dear. Dear me. Yeah, it's been a week, let me just tell you. Okay, it has been a week. And this was a lovely reprieve, right? Going out to breakfast with my girls, and you know, like, we were all sharing bits as we do. And one of the bits is that 3 of the 4 of us are moving. Yeah, so as most of you know, I will be moving in the summer. Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. This background here, I mean, I share these with you all the time. I'll put the link below. They are the Dabo ink dauber things, and they're like bingo daubers or whatever, but I love them because they add, you know, just a really great background. Okay, really great background. So let's see another, like this right here, I did a background of them. This right here, I did the same background. I don't know why. I guess I just am drawn to those 2 colors. This is something that's funny because when we came back, yeah, this weekend, it was last weekend, I can't remember. Yeah, October 2nd. We had come back from the house inspection of the new place, and I had all these questions on the drive home, and all my husband kept saying is, babe, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, you know? So, oh, he's so sweet. Okay, so there's that. Let's move some of this stuff. So what I did here is, this is gonna be where I journal. Okay, so this will tuck into the spot like this, and all this is a notepad that I have. I love using notepads in my journals. For one, it gives me lines to write on. And if you've been on my channel at all for any length of time, you know that I purchase and hoard notepads. But, well, I wouldn't say hoard. I have a very large collection, let's just say that. And I do use them. I do use them because, like I said, this right here is a notepad, right? Let's see, I mean, this right here is a notepad. You know, I use them. This right here is a notepad. I use them all the time. And it's just a very easy way to make a tag, I just take 2 of them, glue them back to back. It makes them more sturdy, and it's just a great way to, you know, do your journaling, right? So I decided I would put this in here as a tuck spot, and then of course, or as the tag for my tuck spot, and then of course the picture of my girls, right? And so what else was I gonna do? Oh, there was this right here. This is a sticker again from Your Creative Studio. Yeah, so we had a great time, and then it was hilarious. Okay, like we laugh, we cry. Yeah, 4 hours worth. And it was wonderful, wonderful to see them again. And then of course, you know, with 3 out of the 4 of us moving here shortly, one of my girlfriends is moving over to, oh my gosh, these things. Okay, there we go. She's moving over to the Pacific Northwest, which is where she is from. And yeah, so she's moving all the way across the country. And then my other girlfriend, one of my other girlfriends, is moving out of the country. And yeah, and then my crafty bestie, she's staying here. But the good thing is that her sister lives up by where we are moving to. And so I'm sure that I will get to see her. But then as we were talking, you know, I said, look here, I said, there is always, you know, like whatever it is, you know, Zoom calls or whatever. I said, so don't y'all worry. We can still get together and have our Moony and Bony breakfast together. It'll just be online. That's all, you know? So we're going to stay connected. Like I said, I mean, we've been friends. Oh gosh. For quite a long time. We all homeschooled together. I think I already said that. So sit back and relax. I'm going to put that up there. We were actually drinking coffee. Well, I wasn't. I was drinking tea, but yeah. So, but it's just wonderful to get together. And we actually, like we were sitting there and this lady came up and she says, oh my goodness, you know, I think I know you back from homeschooling, you know? And then she looked at like the rest of us and she's like, oh my gosh, I remember all of you from homeschooling, you know? And so it was just funny. And she's like, oh my gosh, I think it's so great that you guys still get together and, you know, and it is great. It really is. So this I'm going to put, I think, somehow right there. Okay. Something like that. Okay, so I need a pencil to mark. Okay, where are my pencils? Over here. I'm just gonna mark it right there and right there. Hopefully I can see that in a minute. Throw that little bit away. And this was the part that we were laughing about, okay? This says laughing matters, all right? So we're in this restaurant, right? I go to this restaurant all the time. You've seen it in my journal multiple times. My daughter and I stop there for breakfast before work sometimes. And yeah, so I go there often, all right? And so when we got in there, I had told my girlfriends, I was like, you know, like, because some of them, I guess, had never been there. And I was like, look, you know, I said, the only complaint I have is that the bathrooms are kind of like questionable, right? Like, okay, so just be, you know, forewarned, right? And so, I mean, I don't know, I guess you had to be there, but so my one girlfriend, she gets up to use the bathroom and there's like, when you're looking toward the back of the restaurant, right? There's like this opening and it says employees only on the top of the doorway. But beyond that doorway is another doorway that says restrooms, you know? So I always thought all these times I've been to this restaurant that I've always gone through the employees only and gone into that bathroom. You know, no one has ever said a word, okay? No one that works there, no server, no nothing has ever said a word to me, right? And I've always used that restroom back in there. It's like a single restroom, right? So my girlfriend gets up to go to the restroom and I look over to my right and I see another hallway with 2 different doors and it says restrooms. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, I have literally all these years I've been coming here, or all these times I've been coming here, I've been using the employee restroom. Like, are you kidding me? My girlfriend was crying, laughing. I was like, oh my word. So the other girlfriend that I had warned about the bathrooms, she comes back. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. The bathroom was rather nice and clean, you know? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just realized that I've been using the employee bathroom this whole time, you know? And not the public, like the one for the public. Oh my gosh. Well, they all got a laugh out of my idiocy, I can tell you that. And so did I. Yeah, I mean, laughter, after all, is what makes the world go round. So it was just super hilarious. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dunce sometimes, you know? Jeez Louise. I mean, like, you can't take me anywhere, I'm telling you. I'm telling you guys. And wait until my daughter finds out, she's gonna die. She is gonna think that's super hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this says friendship isn't a big thing. It's a million little things. Yeah. So we had a fabulous time. All right. Yeah, I already said about the calendars. Okay. Now on to how the USPS has completely disappointed me. Oh my gosh, you guys, okay? I really want to put out, see, here's the calendar that I use, right, to put my dates on. Oh my gosh, so this was a Saturday. Oh, Scrubs Day. That goes for my one friend's daughter who is a nurse. Yeah, that's cool. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, let me dump that. Not that, but here's my little garbage thing. This, I love this little garbage thing. I know I'm here, there, and everywhere because that's just, my brain is scattered, folks. My brain is scattered, okay? It's been a week. This is a little origami trash bin, okay? And I will put the link, as I always do, whoops, to AJ's Inspired Life, my dear friend Allison, who showed me how to make this. And of course she got it from somebody else. And in that video, she mentions who she got the idea from. Anyhow, it's a wonderful little thing to have on your desk just for this purpose, right? So at any rate, where am I going to put this poop? Anyhow, we'll figure that out in a minute. What was I saying? Oh, USPS. Oh my gosh. You guys, I am so upset. I cannot even tell you. Okay, I have been waiting to share with you the finished Creative Cousins journal, right? I have been waiting. I've already filmed the video. It's waiting to be uploaded. I am waiting until she receives it to upload it. I have not been able to upload it. The question right now is, where in the US is the Creative Cousins journal? No one seems to know. Yep, you heard me, okay? I mailed it. I'm disgusted, okay? You just have no idea. My sweet cousin has been waiting for this book, you know, and I've been waiting to give it to her because I really wanted to, you know, look forward to her enjoying it and all that. And I'm still hoping and praying that it will get to her. But I mailed it, can I just tell you, back on the 30th of September. And it was supposed to be delivered by Monday the 4th, which was a week ago. Has not been delivered as of yet. The USPS, whatchamacallit, I'm going to stick this right here. The USPS has not updated their website since October 5th. And here we are. It is now October 10th, right? So in 5 days, they haven't updated their website. I can't, it keeps telling me the same thing. Your item is arriving late, but it's on its way. I've already called the Postal Service once, and I called her back on like the 5th, I think, you know, when it hadn't arrived on the 4th, which is when it was supposed to arrive. I sent it priority mail, okay? It was in a medium rate, flat rate box. And she told me, oh, you have to wait, it's not guaranteed, and you have to wait till the 7th to do anything about it. I said, okay, fine. So I didn't even call on the 7th or the 8th. I called on, Saturday. I called on Saturday the 9th. And the only thing I can do is fill out like this request for them to find this box, and it's like, seriously, I send things across the world and they get there fine. Although I did have one issue with, I had sent, and I was disgusted then, because when we send things, journalers and stuff like that, creative people, right? When we send things in the mail, it's a one of a kind, so it's not like you can just go buy it again and send it again. You know what I'm saying? And so I remember a year or two ago, I sent a parcel to my dear friend Holly, which is Journal with Dolly. I'll link her below. And she never got it. I was devastated then too. It's like, what on earth? Like, I don't understand. I think in that case though, and she lives in the UK, but I think in that case it was, it said it had been delivered, but she never received it. And I do believe she was out of town at the time it was delivered. So I don't know, whatever. I don't know. Somebody who's is, enjoying her craft supplies. There was another time I had made a crochet table runner for a dear friend of mine, and it never made it to her. And I'm just like, and that was within the US. And I'm just like, and in that case, it said it had been delivered, but she never received it. And there was a mix up anyway. Long story short, this is not my first go round where people have not received stuff that I've sent. And it's so hard. There's my dog. Did I even tell you at the beginning that my husband, he went off to go to the pharmacy this morning, and I'm like, I need to film this video, and now his dog is going to be whining. He's been very good this whole time though, I have to say. Anyway, so yes, I am completely devastated that my sweet cousin has not received her one-of-a-kind, handmade journal and other bits, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I will close my door though, so that, he doesn't disturb us. He's pining after his master. Ugh. So anyway, well, I got that page done. Okay, so let's just move on to something else. My soapbox, okay? I guess, yeah. I'll show you in the meantime. Of course, you'll see these in a flip through if I ever get to have them done or get them finished. I have been working slowly but surely in my book, and I have still been coming in here in the morning, most mornings, I guess, to work on my pages, right? But oh my gosh, it's been such a busy week. We had, I had to substitute in middle school again, EGADS, okay? However, they split the class, so that was better. I had less kids, and so it was a little bit better. And then I had to sub again another day. Yes, this day right here, Friday. Okay, what a day that was. So Friday, oh my gosh. I mean, it came upon noon. It was lunchtime. Lunch was a disaster. I don't know. There's no point in even explaining that. It was just a disaster. I still hadn't gone to the restroom that entire day yet, and I didn't even have time to. I took like 2 bites of my sandwich and had to rush off to do other things. It was a mess. Okay, it was a mess. It was just super busy, and yeah. So then I had to be at the other end of the school by 12:30 because I had to sub in the science class for a period, which was fine. That went great. They were watching to me, an interesting documentary on Marie Curie and the periodic table, and which is like almost my favorite part of science. I mean, come on, who doesn't like the periodic table of elements? Oh my heavens to Betsy, yeah. So, I mean, that was interesting to me. And so we, sat there and watched the documentary, which was so cool. And then they filled in some, questions and stuff like that afterwards. So that wasn't a big deal. The thing is that on Fridays is always a super busy day for me because I have to get the Friday folders together. I have to photocopy papers depending on the grades. I have to make sure all the papers belong to the rightful owner. I have to put the newsletter in. I have to just get everything ready, right? And I was out of the classroom for part of the day, and oh my gosh, it was so busy. I was so tuckered out that day. Oh my gosh. And then this past week too, I decided to start tutoring. So now I will be tutoring one of our students, Tuesday and Thursday, which is great because I really enjoy tutoring. I've actually, back up. I've never actually tutored technically before, but I enjoy working one-on-one with a student, and so we don't really get a lot of time during the day to do that. Occasionally, like I'll pull some kids over, or we have small groups or things like that, but yeah, it's really satisfying to work with a kid one-on-one, to help them out. So I started doing that, and then on the way in, after I dropped him off to be picked up, another parent asked me if I would tutor. So it looks like I might be tutoring 4 days a week now. Yeah, so I won't be getting home until 5. Yeah, which is a really long day, but that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, that was my week. Folks. And it was just like, oh, we did get my husband got another pineapple that I planted, so I added to that. And this I did in the morning. This is on the day, October 6th, the Creative Cousins Journal still had not, it's gone missing, guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I subbed in middle school this day, got to put that in there. Yeah, you'll see all these in a flip through. That's another thing. I need to do some flip throughs. Then yesterday, this is my soapbox thing, right? So yesterday, I was watching a lovely lady that I watch often. I don't often, gosh, I always like the videos, and I really need to, oh no, I did leave a comment because I really admired what she had to say. So, this is how it went, right? Like, apparently, and I'm not stirring anything. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying it got me to thinking, right? So she was doing her project, whatever she was doing. And I've learned a lot from her, and I know other people that have learned a lot from her, and other people that even do some of the same things she does. And of course, they mention that they got the idea from her, just kind of like I do. If I mention anybody I got an idea from, I always put in the description box. That's not the case for every crafter out there. That's their thing, whatever. But I guess apparently some people had contacted her or whatever and said, oh, so-and-so is doing the same thing you're doing and calling it the same thing or whatever. And I loved her response, and I really admired what she had to say. And her response was, thank you for letting me know, but I think it's fabulous. I learn from other people all the time, right? I don't even know if you guys know what I'm talking about because I'm not going to mention what I was watching or who I was watching or anything like that. But, it just got me to thinking, especially in the journaling world. And, sometimes there can be those sensitive people, I guess, I don't know, that are like, oh, that person is doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. There are times when I see other people doing things that I've been doing, and whatever. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, no one in this community, okay, I shouldn't say no one, but practically no one, right, is inventing the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes around. This one lady, she also said, everything recycles, everything cycles again and again and again, and so I might watch a video, let's say, and I was thinking of all the different people that I watch, and let me tell you, I watch a ton of YouTube, okay? But I know like a couple years ago, I was introduced to Clusters, right, by Jessica Rapp. And I really enjoy her videos. And I think she makes absolutely beautiful journals. And that is where I learned how to make clusters, right? From watching one of her videos. Now, did she invent the cluster? I don't think so. She doesn't ever claim to. Let me make that point clear. She doesn't ever claim to say that she invented the cluster. My point is that everybody watches videos at different rates and at different times, and I might get an idea, let's say, from let's say like I get an idea from Brooke at Recreations by Brooke, right? And she tells me in her video, oh, this isn't my idea. I got this idea from, this YouTuber, and she'll put the link below. And then that gives me, the viewer, a chance to click on that link and be like, oh my gosh, this whole new channel is opened up to me. You know what I'm saying? So I just, it's interesting to me, that I guess that people might think that I don't know, that maybe people are like stealing their ideas or something like that. Again, I'm not trying to start anything. It just got my mind clicking, and I'm just like, yeah, no one like I'm not the first person to use composition notebooks, I'm not, yeah, I don't know. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Do I know what I'm talking about? I guess the point is that I too learn from everybody that I watch. I learn from other people that I watch, and I take what I can use from them, and if it's not my bag, I don't use it, and I might put my own spin on it, and or I might copy. What is that saying? Imitation is the best form of flattery, right? This community is so wonderful and so generous and so giving of ideas and inspiration and all of that. Take what you can use from it. Take what you can use, leave the rest. You do your thing, I don't know. I just found it very interesting. Yeah, I just did. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of like my little soapbox there, Inspiration is abounding here on YouTube, and yeah. And if you want more inspiration, look in my description box below, because I'll have links to everyone I mentioned, I think that's the wonderful thing about this art community and journaling community, is that we can all learn from one another. We can all learn from one another. So yeah, I will leave you with that. I love this community. I love the inspiration. I love the ideas that I get. I hope that I do the same for some of you all, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Please say a little prayer that my cousin's journal gets to where it needs to go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, please. I did put in an inquiry, so hopefully they're going to find my box. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to notice. It has purple vines all over it and a big old purple flower on the bottom. Oh dear me. I really hope it's found, guys. I really hope it's found, because I will be very sad if it's not. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Let's leave on a positive note. Check the description box. Go out and find new channels that inspire you. You do you. Get ideas from other people, whether you copy them or put your spin on them or do something completely different, and I encourage you to put it out there, put it out there and share with others, because that's how we all learn. We learn from others, and I'm just very thankful for this community. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I hope y'all have a really wonderful rest of your week and a fabulous Monday, and I will talk to you all real soon. Bye for now.